Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you from all around the world and all over the USA. You guys are coming in hot and heavy tonight because you know who we have waiting in the green room. Tonight we have special guest Jennifer McGuire, and she and I are going to have a lot of fun. We've been talking all day about what we're going to make tonight, and we both have ideas, although we're also kind of winging it, just like we usually do here on Stampin' Chat Live. But before we get started, let's say a big hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hot and heavy, huh?
Hot and heavy, yeah. Just like Seinfeld. How's it going?
It's going.
Good. Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think a second.
Tom played a gig in Chicago this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And Alicia and I went down and saw him play, and it was so much fun. It was great to see you play.
Yeah, awesome fun.
Yeah.
Awesome fun.
So we have a special guest. So tonight, Tom is going to be the man behind the curtain, working with all the controls, making sure Jennifer and I are coming in loud and clear.
Very sub-dead space.
Kind of like, yeah, really back in the dead space tonight. Look at my shirt, Tom.
Delightful.
Isn't that pretty?
Handmade kindness.
Sharing handmade kindness. Share handmade kindness. We're going to talk about this because this is a very special shirt to me. So, all right. Well, let's just not prolong it because everybody is here. We've got like 1,800 people here already, and we're not even on for 5 minutes. So let's bring her in right now. Let's welcome Jennifer McGuire. Hey, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not nervous.
You don't have to be nervous at all. Don't worry. I'll screw up enough for both of us. But
Sweet.
Let's talk about how hot I look tonight in my shirt.
I like it. I like it. Yes.
So you guys know about this shirt. Is this still available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Jennifer's shirt. This is a Jennifer McGuire design, share handmade kindness. You know, that's Jennifer's slogan for her, for her life, actually. And I love this shirt. You sent this to me, and it is the perfect color.
It's our color.
It's our color.
Yeah.
She also has another long sleeve one that I have. I couldn't wear it tonight because, you know, I'm having my own personal weather patterns.
I tell you, I had to wear long sleeve because I have bruises from getting blood drawn, and I'm. Yeah.
Are you hot?
A little hot.
Yeah. Well, we'll both be hot together.
Very good. He said, you said coming in hot and heavy, so we're here for it, right?
It's the theme tonight. Would just expect sweat.
Yes.
So I wanted to let everybody know where they can get this shirt. Can you tell us where we can get this shirt? Because I know everybody's going to want one.
It's a new company called Maker Means. So if you go to makermeans.com, and they have the shirts available. They get them made at a little shop in the South that employs people who need jobs and need training. And it's a great place to support and get the shirts made.
Yeah, it's awesome. And it's super comfortable.
Yep.
And I always wash my shirts and hang them because I always buy them and they fit nice. And then I wash them and dry them. And then I feel like I gain 20 pounds because they shrink.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of throwing this in the dryer.
Yeah.
And I panicked when I pulled it out and it still fit perfectly. So
good.
Great quality too.
It's very soft. I really like how soft they are.
And they have lots of other things with your logo on them too, right?
2 different things. Yep.
Yeah. So check it out, makermeans.com.
Thank you.
And check out Share Handmade Kindness campaign and get yourself some Jennifer gear. All right. Well, tonight, what are we going to do tonight, Jennifer?
We're going to create a card. I've been live with you before, but I was too nervous to create, remember?
Yes, you were supervising last time.
So this time we're both going to create.
We are. We're both going to create. And what we're going to do is we talked a little bit about it. And one of the things that's really super popular right now are these cover plates, these die plates. And we just released 2 of them in our last release. And I've been dying to use this one. And Jennifer has all of these too. So we talked about using this. Well, we weren't sure if we were going to use this mini slimline one, the poppies. The Perfect Poppies. I think it's called Perfect Poppies. Yeah. And this one is the Dahlia one. But I think we decided on this one, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to each do a little bit of a different technique. And you can do this technique on any die cover plate that you have. And even if it's not a full die cover plate, if it's a standalone die that has parts of it that are cut out, you can do it with these techniques with these, with any kind of die, right?
Yep. These are some of your other ones. These are all your mini slimline sizes.
Ooh,
which you can use on a smaller card too. It doesn't matter. But what we both do tonight would work with these. Any kind of, large background die. You could do probably both of our techniques with smaller dies too, but they're most impactful with the big dies.
Right. The one technique I think we could do though, if they have the die, are the new feathers. I think they could do these techniques with the new feathers too. So if you got in on the kit, you could try it tonight and then pick up some cover plates next time there's a big sale. Hint, coming up. That's a little hint. Yeah.
There's a holiday coming up.
So that's all I'm going to say. Okay. But, you might want to pick up some cover plates. All right. So I think the best thing for us to do is to go to the overhead. And what we're going to do is we're going to both start working on our cards, and we're going to take our time explaining to you. I'll explain to you a little bit of what I'm doing, and then I'll work, and then Jennifer will explain a little bit about what she's doing, and she'll work. And remember, this is all going to be on replay, so you're going to be able to go back to the replay as often as you want and check out how to do these techniques. We don't know what we're doing yet, so we're going to be calling on you for help too.
I got to tell you, Gina, I have never done this where I just wing it. I know you do it all the time, but that's why I always say you're the pro at this. No. But
you do this all the time because you do. I mean, I know how you make your videos. You just let your camera run, right?
Yeah.
And you come up with all these ideas. It's the same thing.
But I film for hours and edit out all the baloney. So it's a little different.
Yeah. Well, this is easier because you don't have to edit out the baloney. You leave it in. So
because I gotta say, it's 8 p.m., which means it's bedtime. So you know me.
I know. You'd be in bed by now and you're already in your jammies.
They're dogs because I know you like dogs too.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do some kind of weird ink blending thing, I think.
Okay.
What colors are you going to use, Jennifer?
You know what? I'm going to use the colors. I asked you right before we started. Do you have any color suggestions?
I did.
And you gave me these colors.
Oh, yeah.
Jelly bean green, blue raspberry, and wild wisteria.
Oh, they look really good together. I like those.
For the technique I'm doing, I recommend darker or vibrant colored inks. I wouldn't go for like the soft colors. You want to go vibrant or darker for the technique I'm doing.
So no pastels.
No pastels. I think you can. It just will not be impactful at all.
Doesn't have the wow.
No, it doesn't. What colors are you using?
Well, I'm going to use Passionate Pink, Tangerine Twist, and what is this? This is Wild Dandelion. Yeah, I thought these are good because you can pretty much mix these in any direction and you're not going to make brown. I mean, you've got to be more careful when you mix your colors, right? Because you can't really mix that purple
let's hope
and
I don't
green.
mess it up.
Just go with the rainbow. Green, blue, purple. It'll work.
That's what totally intend to do.
All right. So I'm going to use ink cubes. It looks like Jennifer's using ink pads for her technique.
Yep.
So I'm going to start by randomly just kind of splotching ink cube color all over this piece of cardstock, and I'm going to overlap them and make a mess that way. And I'll start doing that while you explain what you're doing, because I think yours is going to be harder to do. Mine.
Well, I have two things I want to show you today. The first one is what I demonstrated in my last video. And in my video, my last video using your products, I use this poppies die for the technique. I want to demonstrate that again tonight with different colors and a different die, but then I'm going to show you a fun variation of it. So I'm going to show you two. They're very fast, so it shouldn't take too. Look at yours. Those look like little roses.
Isn't that cool? When you twist them, they do look like roses, don't they?
Is that just regular white cardstock?
Just Gina K layering weight cardstock. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm using your ink. Your ink will react with water, right?
Yep, it sure will.
So any dye ink that reacts with water will work for this. My favorite 2 inks that will work for this technique are your inks and Tim Holtz Distress ink. Both of those react with water and will work great for this technique.
Okay. Now, if mine don't react, great. Because
No, but it works for this technique because
It does.
You know what?
Okay.
I did test it, so I didn't make a fool out of myself on your live.
Yeah. Okay. How dare you to work ahead?
So I am going to do the same thing as you, and I'm going to go direct to paper, but I'm doing big areas of it.
Okay, so you're are you sweeping the color, like swiping it across?
I'm digging it in.
Oh, you are.
You
getting
want as much
inky.
color as possible here.
Okay. So mine is kind of just mine looks like the sores on your arms right now from your blood draw.
No, I still have my arms look like a mix of yours and mine. A little purple, a little yellow.
Oh
It's
man.
so bad.
When they hit the wrong spot, it's not pretty, is it?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna get my die cutting machine here because Jennifer already pre-cut her panel there. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut 2 of these. I'm gonna cut 2 of these first in white.
Yeah, I pre-cut a couple of them.
One to work on and one to screw up on. I always have to have the extra one.
One to give to Tom.
One to give to Tom, yeah. How you doing over there, Tom, in the dead space?
Oh, I'm doing it.
You doing good?
Tom, I'm glad you're feeling better. I know you were sick for a while there.
No, I am back in the world of the living.
Good.
Land of light.
He's back.
Man, I tell you, colds right now are pretty brutal.
They are, and you never know what you have, so it adds an extra layer of anxiety.
It
when
does,
normally
doesn't
yeah.
We had a few viewers that are now hungry for bologna.
Oh.
My apologies.
All right, so I've got my
I like your
first one
color
cut out.
choices here, Gina.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Good.
And you know what? While you do that, I'm going to
Mhm.
create a second in the colors you're using. Hey, Mike, will you get me those kinks out of there?
Cool.
What
All right.
colors did you use? You used
I used passionate
White-
pink,
passionate pink,
tangerine twist.
tangerine twist, and
And-
wild dandelion.
Yeah. All right, I'm just cleaning this out for a second pass.
I'm tethered to my desk with my headphones. So
Me too. I always tell people, like, at the end of the night after I do a live with somebody, because
Yeah.
I don't have to wear headphones unless I have somebody on the live,
gotcha.
because I don't have to hear what anybody else is saying.
Gotcha.
It's always like taking your bra off at the end of the night when you take the headphones off.
It starts to hurt my ears a little bit because they go in the anyway,
That's
whatever.
exactly what I mean.
So I can see this. I can see this. So I normally do the technique I'm doing with darker colors, but we're going to try it with the yellow and see what happens.
Ooh, that looks really pretty.
It looks good this way, doesn't it?
Yes.
Good choices, Gina.
So I like to cut my I've got to get all these little pieces out though. I like to cut my dies upside down.
Yeah.
Now I really should have gotten some press and seal, but would you believe I don't have any? Can you send me some, Jennifer?
The funny thing is, the company that my husband worked for when he invented it doesn't sell it anymore. They licensed it to Glad, and his company has nothing to do with it anymore. So I would love to say I can get lots of it free, or that
you could send me some.
we get some kind of royalty, but we don't. It's just
All right.
over.
Well,
but I'll send you some anyways.
No, I'll go to the store. I'll get some. But
No.
I just I could have used it tonight for what I'm going to do, but it's all right. We'll make it work. This way, if people want to try it tonight and they don't have press and seal, they can use my technique.
There we go.
Which will be just everything everywhere.
That's kind of life. Kind of a mess.
That's right. But it's good. It's all good. Okay, so I'm just poking all of these out. Now, I've cut 2 of these out. And if you really want to get fancy with it, you can cut 3 of them out. And I'm actually going to layer them together because I want them to be a little higher up than the pieces that I'm going to put back inside. So I'm going to glue these together with Connect Glue.
You're
3
speaking
of them,
my language, my
right?
love language.
Your love language, right? Now 3 would be better, but I'm going to do 2 tonight because I think my technique's going to take longer than yours.
That's
and we only have an hour.
I'm here to cheer you on.
All right. I appreciate that. I'm choking on the mess that's coming out of this. Okay, so now I'm going
look
to.
at that.
Ooh.
I got to watch this. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to cut this out using this same one. Okay. I'm doing it upside down because I find that my die cutting machine works a little bit better upside down. And I'm going to be very careful not to let this thing just fly all over the place. Ugh.
Okay.
Because I really want to kind of keep everything in this plate as much as possible if I can. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to have the best of luck, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, have faith.
Okay, I have faith.
Look at that.
But I'm just going to poke them out while they're still sitting here. This way, they're not going to go too far from where I will need to know where they go, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I think inlay is one of the most therapeutic techniques.
It is. And last time you and I got together, you sat at the counter and glued small pieces of things together for 3 days.
I did. And I'm just turning them into cards.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's all of my pieces except this one down here. So they're pretty much where they would go into the original piece that I cut out. So I hope that makes sense. If I put press and seal on here, I would have been able to pull it off and it all would have stayed in place. Yeah. But I don't have any press and seal. So, and I'm going to be strategic now. I'm not going to put pieces in every single spot.
Okay.
Because we're going to make this a little bit more of a dramatic card. So let me zoom in just a little bit here. I'm going to get a piece of black cardstock and I'm going to trim that down to match the die plate with that little shadow layer. Now, if you don't have, in your mind, you don't feel like you're good enough to be able to cut out a perfect shadow layer, all of these A2 die plates of ours work with the Master Layouts 2 die set. They're the same exact size as the stitched rectangle.
Look it. I got mine out to do.
Really? Yes, I got mine right here. So you could cut this plain rectangle from there, and that would give you the perfect shadow layer for right around the outside. So yeah.
And I think you can use the stitched one to add stitching to it if you wanted to, couldn't you? Yeah.
Yes, you definitely could. You could add stitching to it for sure.
On top of it to get faux stitching around the outside edge. Look at that.
Yes, that's amazing, right? So I'm my die cutting machine is already put away. It's over here. I'm just going to cut this by hand. So it should be 3 5/8 of an inch by 4 7/8 of an inch. And we'll just see how that looks. If it doesn't look good enough, I will definitely I think it'll make it. I think it'll be pretty close.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Isn't that cool with the black coming through?
I love the black and white. Yeah.
Me too.
Especially with intricate die cuts.
Right? Me too. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue this one on top of this one using some Connect glue.
Oh.
I keep my Connect glue in these little fine tip bottles. You do too, huh?
I was going to say tonight, this is the best thing since sliced bread.
No. Well,
the greatest thing ever.
I was having trouble just getting glue everywhere. And so when we found these, these are so good for all those little intricate die cut pieces for, your word dies, things like that. And especially when you got something like this. And you don't have to do every single spot,
No.
Just to, you know, kind of get a
It's
little
the only
bit.
glue I trust too. You only need a little bit and it's going to hold you tight.
It will. It definitely will. Thank you, Jennifer.
I love it. It's
right.
like it answered all my glue prayers.
You had glue prayers?
Yeah, I don't have much of a life, you know. I think we've established that before.
Well, you are in your pajamas.
It's true. So while you glue, I'm going to do my what? What do you say?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. See?
That's
Tim
the word of the
speaks my
day.
language.
Hallelujah.
While you glue, I'm going to do the first pass through. This is the technique I did in my last video. This is really, really an easy technique. And let's pray it works here on TV, or this isn't TV, internet, whatever. But what we're going to do is lift some of the ink off of this and put it under regular cardstock. So we'll end up with 2 pieces from the one technique. So to do this, I take my water. Remember, we established that Gina's inks react with water. So any ink that reacts with water, like this or distress ink, would work. And what you want to do is spray this inked die cut with water. Now I'm spraying it with a good amount of water. You don't want puddles on it, but it absorbs a lot of the water and you end up it's kind of floppy, you know, when you get paper wet. That's what you want. And you want to make sure you use dark colors and you put a lot of ink down. Now over here, I have my die cut machine. I have a piece of cardstock. I'm going to lay this inked cardstock down onto it. Then the other cutting plate. So I'm running this through as if I was using just a regular wafer thin die and white cardstock. So I'm going to feed this through here. And that squishes those 2 pieces together. And the wet ink from the die cut will transfer onto the white cardstock.
Now, if it doesn't work, it's not you, it's my ink.
Nope. If you use a lot of water like I did, you'll get kind of a watercolor look. If you use less ink or less water, you'll get more of a crisp look. Now, sometimes when you peel this off, if it's wet, it'll want to tear. If it does want to tear, just zap it with your heat gun. But I'm just going to be careful here so we don't have to.
Oh, that really looks good, Jennifer.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, that is
so much fun.
You
picked the colors, my darling.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful. The watercolor look is amazing.
So now you have 2 for 1. I love
that's
2 for
awesome.
1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like having twins, but a lot less work. 2 for 1.
Yeah, a lot less work.
And I'm going to do the same thing with the one in the same colors as you, but I'll use a little less water this time so we get a crisp result.
All right. I like that result you got, though. Okay, and I'm connect gluing the back of this sandwiched die cut. And I am going to put it onto my black piece of cardstock. All right. This is like a maze back here, trying to get enough glue on here. I feel like I need to at least, I don't have to glue every one, but I've got to glue at least all the areas, or, you know, I don't want the little pieces to slip under. I'm sure they won't, because I'll be gluing those down too. This technique definitely uses glue, and I like that because I tend to only use glue for my die cut words and for my embellishments, and it's kind of fun to use it on the paper. And people always ask me, does your glue warp the paper? And it does not, but it will if you use too much. And isn't that great that you don't have to use too much, so you conserve glue and you just need a tiny little bit?
On a back of a die cut like this, I usually just put it kind of at the intersections or the points, and that's all I do.
Is that what you do?
I trust you and your glue.
Oh,
and look at how well this worked with your colors. I like it even better.
Oh, wow. That is so pretty. Oh, it's so delicate too. That pink really turned out to be a beautiful color pink.
and you can't, what you can't see on the screen is this gives kind of a velvety look. It's so cool.
That is really beautiful.
See, your inks worked perfect with this.
I am
And what's
so
cool
impressed.
is you don't have to blend much. When I put that ink down, I didn't blend much. It blends it for you.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so yours is very beautiful and soft. Mine looks like Art Deco over here.
It's
okay,
cool.
so now
it's
what we're going to
classy
do.
looking.
we are going to pick just certain areas of this to fill in. Now you can use a tweezer to pick up these pieces. Let me show you the tweezer I use. I use this little tweezer here from EK Tools. You can use that. What I like about this tweezer is you press it to open it and you let go to close it. Unlike when I'm plucking chin hairs, I have to squeeze when I pluck. So that's
know why I'm laughing, Gina.
I know, yes. I know. Jennifer and I bonded over body hair.
That's one of our first conversations. We knew we were friends for life.
We had the same body hair issue going on. Okay, so now I'm going to start by just putting a little bit of glue in these areas right here.
Okay.
Just like this.
Excuse me, I have to say.
What do you... Oh, yeah, I forgot you were here.
We're getting a lot of comments on Jennifer's water bottle.
Oh, I know that water bottle. She could swim in that thing.
Somebody asked if it was wine. It's water.
That's not hydration. That's irrigation.
So you can also use your jewel picker. I don't know if you've ever done that, but you can use your jewel picker to pick these up. And
I find picking up die cuts and laying them into glue, it's better to use that.
The jewel picker?
Yeah, because if you pick up a tiny little piece like that,
oh yeah,
and you want to put glue on the back, it's handy.
Yes.
But if you're picking up the piece and laying it into glue, you use the jewel picker. That's what I do.
All right, that's what I'm doing then. So I'm just picking spots here. And I'm not going to fill in every spot. So my thing is going to be very colorful.
Tie-dye.
Yeah, isn't that kind of cool?
I like it.
Oh no, where did this one come from? To find out down here. Okay. All right. This is not as ideal as press and seal, but it's okay.
You do what you got to do.
I'm doing it. I am going to use the point of that though to press those down in there. Okay, I could use a drink. Not a drink. Actually, I could. I could use water, but I'll be all right. All right, there we go. So now I have my first pieces here, and I am going to put this big one in here. So I'm going to add a little glue.
It looks tie-dye.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I am going to go a little heavy on the color in the flower. And then I'm going to kind of alternate black and color in this area down here. So
instead of filling it all,
I'm going to let the black
showing, and that also will save time over
it
filling
will save
it all.
time. And it gets you, in some cases, depending on like what you, how many you use, you could get a 2-for-1 out of this because you could alternate the colors if you wanted to.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut mine out while you do that. I'm going to cut mine out with the solid rectangle from the master layouts too. I was getting all of my master layouts mixed up because I'm bad. I'm not tidy.
You're not.
So what I did is I got a magnetic sheet, and I don't know if you can see on the video, but I traced each die with a black Sharpie so that I know
you're so smart.
Stays there. And you can see it in real life. It's hard to see here, but I'm going to use
brilliant, actually.
The solid rectangle instead of trying to cut this with my trimmer.
That is quite brilliant.
I'm not the one who came up with the dies, my darling.
Yeah, but
that would be you.
Ugh, why is this not picking up?
Because people are watching. That's what happens.
Let me try with the tweezer. I love when you hit the thing and everything flies like off the table. This is going to be tricky trying to find all the pieces to go in. But so what do you guys think? Do you like this so far? Is this fun?
Our cards will match too.
They will.
I'm going to put black on mine in a bit.
I love that idea. All right. I think I'm doing the right thing. Oh, you're going to put black?
Yeah. Eventually, if I get there.
You'll get there. I think your cards, you're going to get 2 done in the time that I get 1 done. Okay, so you can see now. Now, I'm going to skip all of these.
Oh, I got it dirty.
I'm going to skip those. And then I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to do these next. I'm just getting the glue in there. I think I have to do here and I have to do here to make that even.
So,
okay,
Gina, this is why I don't do lives. My
What's going
cutting
on?
plate had some blue ink from the last technique, which transferred onto this. And I would just redo this. But hey, this is
right.
working. I'm just sanding off the blue.
Are you?
And
Well,
nobody will know except for the people watching.
Right. All 3,079 of them.
Sweet. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just between us. If you're here, you know. Otherwise, just Photoshop that little spot out.
It's actually coming off.
Is it?
Yeah.
It probably would have been better to just lift this up and just do my best.
That looks cool. I really like it.
Yeah. All right.
Can you see the blue ink? Do you see it at all? I think I erased most of it.
I
There's a
actually
little
don't
there.
see it at all, Jennifer.
A little there. Good.
I don't see it. You still
Thank
have a
God.
greeting to put on, though, right?
Thank goodness. It's all over my hands.
All right, so these I'm not doing. So I'm going to do these behind this one. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We have a motto here on Stampin' Chat.
Yeah.
It's better than horrible. And that's all it has to be for a live. Better than horrible.
I'm going for better than store-bought. How's that?
Yeah, that's
Does that work
right.
too?
That works.
Because really, it could be pretty bad, and somebody will appreciate the time you put into it. So
Absolutely.
better than store-bought
Better than store-bought.
is a similar sentiment. By the way, when I cut rectangles, I always put them in wonky. Do you do that, Gina?
I do, yes.
Instead of straight, cut
Yep.
a little bit of an angle. It always does better.
Yeah. And if you're new and this is your first time joining us, there's a reason for that. And it's because when you put it in on an angle, it just goes through the machine like butter for some
Yep.
reason.
Yep.
All right. So
And I think it doesn't warp your plates as much either.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh my goodness.
Is that stressing you out? Don't stress.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Good. Okay, good.
But
Because it looks great.
I think I'm going to put one in here too. Because I really like these spots and I think I'm going to leave those plain. So I'll have to do this one too. But kind of have to get a good view on it. Part of the problem is everything is all over. And I think it would be better if I just push them out of here. I think I can see them better. This is kind of cool though. You can make a pretty cool card out of that. So this is definitely a twofer. For
We're
sure.
both doing twofers.
Yeah. All right. So I kind of like the way this color is just coming out of in rays like this. It's kind of fun. But my pieces are literally everywhere and they're sticking to me.
Oh, they like to do that.
They do. They really do. And there's probably some on the floor. Ooh, is this one? Nope. Okay. So we'll see what we can find here. I think this goes here. This is a puzzle. So for those of you who like to do puzzles, and I do like to do puzzles, actually.
I'm one of those.
Are you a puzzle doer?
Yes, that's what we do a lot on vacation. In fact, my friend Brianne, I think she's here, she sent me what's called an impossible puzzle. It's all clear pieces.
Oh.
The pieces are clear, and I don't think there's a border to it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, we started it, and we stopped.
Just little bits at a time?
We'll revisit it later.
Yeah. Now, when you do a puzzle, Jennifer, do you leave it out or do you start over each time?
Oh, we leave it out.
You do?
Yeah, we've got a table in our family room where we got one of those spinning puzzle tables. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because it's, we have kids far apart in age. And it's something that they can all do together.
Yeah, that is nice.
So
that is definitely nice. Okay, so I think this one probably goes up here. Yeah.
there you go.
I'll go up here.
That looks so cool.
You like that?
I
I'm
love the
missing this
tie-dye
one.
look.
I gotta find it.
Ah.
I'll find it.
So what I did is I used that rectangle die, which I've since here it is, from the Master Layouts too. And I cut out this piece. Remember, this is the one where we printed this one down. And I also die cut 2 more to glue behind it, so I have some dimension to it. So I love that dimension.
Yeah, that dimension is nice. Well, I have lost this piece, and I think here it is.
Yay!
All right, so I don't know if I should go any farther. Maybe I'll just do these in here.
That looks amazing. All right,
I better have these pieces. I start putting the glue in, and I don't know
put
where
the glue in.
Now I got to find
committed.
it. I'm committed. I should be. Let's see. That one goes there, and then this one. Ooh, that is just, see how hot and orange that is? I love that. So I'll do this here.
I like those pieces that have multiple colors on one piece.
Yeah, me too. They're super fun. See, the problem is I'm getting like, well, what if I add one more? And what if I add one more? And I'm starting to lose the black. So I think I'm going to leave it like this because I don't want to lose the black.
No.
And even though there's a little extra black down here, I think that's okay. Right? Don't you think?
No, I like that. I like that.
Because you can kind of just see there's a flower up here and a flower down here.
Okay. It forms the flowers.
It forms the flower. Yep. And so, of course, this one could be a second flower, and you could cut black pieces to put into all of the empty spots the same way that you did this over here.
Very good.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to save this for another day. And I'm going to put a greeting on here. Now, what kind of greeting should I put on here? Well, first I'm going to pick a card base. I really hope I don't all of a sudden notice I missed a spot because I just threw all of those all over the floor.
Okay. I will after this, I will show you a photo of my floor because all the pieces from these that I cut before we went live.
Are they all over? Are they all over your floor?
And I actually took a picture of it. So,
oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to just use a white card base for this because this has so much beautiful color. I don't want to take away from it. And see how that black outline just makes that whole thing pop?
Yeah. And so you use that die from the Master Layouts too, right? For the black?
Well, I didn't, but you can. I hand cut it. And I always like to sometimes use it and sometimes hand cut it. This way, if, people are on a budget, I want to make sure that they still know how to cut it out. And, the layer would be 3 5/8 by 4 7/8.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. But it is a lot easier if you have the dies. So that's a good wish list or a good item to buy on sale. Hint, hint.
Yeah. I mean, if you struggle with measurements, nobody wants to struggle in crafting. So something like that is a tool that you can use in many ways.
Absolutely. Okay.
Let Gina do all the thinking for us. All the measuring for us.
Oh my goodness. I just like how all these plates though coordinate with the master layouts because that does make it easier. These plates work with our master layouts 7 die set. So they work with the mini slimline so you can get that same black layer.
That one's my favorite.
Our sale is going to start. It's a 4th of July weekend sale. So it is going to start on Friday. So I do want to let you know that it is coming. So I know lots of companies have sales over these holiday weekends, but put just a little aside because I'll just tell you, this is going to be the biggest sale of the year other than Black Friday. The only sale that is better.
Feature.
Tom, do you have applause? I don't know if he does. Yeah. I'll say it again when you're ready. Okay. You just let me know when you're ready.
There it is.
Okay. This is going to be the biggest sale of the year next to Black Friday. Okay. Can you hear it, Jennifer?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I can't hear. That's the one thing I am shut out of the applause.
Oh, well, it's there. We were clapping.
Okay, so I want to use the same greeting as you. And I know that you and I had talked about the friend greeting,
Yeah.
the friend in shadow we were going to use.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the same one. And the reason why is because not all of our greetings, most of our greetings, but not all of our greetings have shadow die. But the friend does. And I definitely need the shadow die because I'm going to cut it in black and it'll get lost behind all this black if I don't have the shadow.
Shadow dyes are a great way to make something stand out.
Really, seriously. Okay, so I'm going to do friend in shadow. And then I am going to add, somebody said earlier, this would be the perfect thank you card. I don't know who I saw say that, but somebody said it would be the perfect thank you. So I think I'm going to use one of the greetings from our mixed messages. These are pre-done mixed messages sentiment strips. And I'm going to cut a thank you out. And I'm going to cut it out using our sentiment strips dies. So I'll get a little thank you, and then it'll just say, thank you, friend. All righty. I feel like I want to put sequins or something all over this too. You'll have to tell me if I should after. I know you're gluing, so I don't want you to look up. But.
Oh, I see. I enjoy this. So I'm stacking up die cuts here on all.
Oh yeah, how many are you doing?
Panels.
How many are you doing?
I don't even know what I did. I think I did 2 white die cuts behind the colored. It just makes it just pop so much more.
Yeah, it does.
And then I put it on the rectangle from the master layouts too. And look at that.
Oh, that's so pretty, Jennifer.
Made for each other. Look at that.
So should I cut out more than one friend and glue them together? Okay, yeah. I'm getting the mixed messages from everybody. I'm getting yes sequins and no sequins coming through. Now, what do I do?
Well, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like when you have all the sentiments on, and then we'll.
Yeah, after we get everything.
Have to take a vote.
Okay, that sounds good. Maybe just one sequin, and I'll dot the I of friend with a sequin.
Ah, I've never done that.
No.
No.
I'm going to cut 2. I'm going to be Jennifer McGuire tonight, and I'm going to stack my sentiments.
Yeah.
All right.
People are very excited about the sale.
I know they are. I know, because we don't do sales very much. It's not something we do a lot. So when we do it, it's very special, and you got to get in on it. And the reason why we're pushing it until Saturday and not starting this week is because we've got a lot of stuff on the way, and we want to get it all put into stock. And so, a lot of people are waiting for things that have been on their wish list, and some of those things will be back in stock. So that's exciting.
So don't hate me, Gina, but I'm changing gears. I'm using
that's fine.
The U caps. Is that okay? Because
of course. Yes, I love the U cap.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, do it. Do it.
So I die cut from black cardstock. U about 12,000 times. Not really.
It's going to be a long night.
You guys are tired. No, I'm doing 2 stacked die cuts per card. I'm not sure I'm going to get all the cards done, but we're getting started.
Okay, so let me say it one more time. The sale will start on Friday morning, and I will send a newsletter out with the code. I will post it on Facebook. I will post it on Instagram. I will post it in our Facebook group. We will pin it to the top of the page so you'll be able to find it. I promise. But I can't give you the code now because I don't know the code. I don't make them. I have to find out. Our Sammy does that.
If I knew it, I'd tell you guys.
Jennifer, you know it's Sammy's birthday today?
Oh, happy birthday, Sam. She's so sweet.
I know. I love Sammy. If she's watching, happy birthday, Sammy. Sammy is my right-hand girl. She's my executive assistant. I could not breathe without Sammy. And she's amazing. And it's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right. So I'm going to do little dots of glue here on the back of this friend because I'm going to stack these friends.
Isn't it nice to know that glue will hold even with the tiny dots?
Yes, it really is. And it's forgiving too. So when you're trying to glue these intricate things together and you have to wiggle them around a little bit, it lets you. It's not like super glue where, or tape, really sticky tape. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room.
I think I only have enough of these cut. So I've got a question for all you out there. Is it okay to ask them to vote?
Sure. I ask them to vote all the time.
Okay, good. So the word "you," I'm going to put a sentiment strip across it. Should I put it up here or should I put it down low? I usually put things top center. Maybe bottom center is fun. Somebody help me here.
All right. We'll see what they say. It takes
if
a
nobody
minute.
helps me out there, it's up to Tom and Gina.
It's up to Tom.
Okay.
I'm seeing like a million lows, down low, bottom, down low. Yeah, about 1,000 people are answering right now.
I think it does look good there on the yellow.
Yeah.
It's gonna yellow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's great that yellow showed up as beautifully as it did.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Yeah.
You make some good inks, my friend.
Well, I think it's the user that really is making it look so good. Okay, so now
smush it.
I'm gonna stick this on here, and then I'm gonna do like a little sequin or a rhinestone right up here on that empty spot. Probably a little black sequin. Okay. More glue.
So I saw somebody ask, this was the first one I did with pressing this die cut onto it. I don't have enough time to do them all. So I decided to go with these three. I really like the pink and yellow. I just love that.
I really do too. That's gorgeous.
I'm going to go with these. And then I still have a bonus technique. I don't want to run out of time. I want to just show the technique after this because it's a variation I've never done before. And I tried it today and it worked.
So you guys could see what's happening here. I am still working on one card. Jennifer's making 3 at one time.
No. Well, but I don't know that I'll finish any of them. What good are they if they're not finished?
Oh, you'll get them done. And I'll still be here trying to find a dot for my eye. Okay. Whatever.
Is Sammy young?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a youngin', huh?
Yes, she's young. You're young to me.
Oh. I don't feel. My brother just laughed very hard.
Is Mike the baby?
No, he's
the older brother.
He's 7 years older than me.
So he gets it.
He and Ken are both 7 years older than me. But
and I'm 200 years older than you. All right, so.
Oh, I love that, Gina.
Can you see how just that little bit of white by using the shadow makes it pop out, even though you really don't notice the white behind there too much. But you would be able to be there.
Yeah.
It has to be there. Absolutely. So now, should I use some of these black midnight sequins? I'll do one little sequin at the top there. And look, they're all sticking on the tape. So I'll use one of those. Sticking on the tape. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just blew the sequins all over.
Gina, that's beautiful.
Oh, well, yours is gorgeous too. Holy cow.
All our cards match.
They do. I love that. We made matching cards.
2 very different looks from one die. That's what you got to do, especially with the background die, because it costs a little more. You want to make sure you get a lot of use out of it. Different
you have
uses.
A lot of fun things that you can do. And there are so many techniques. Make sure you check out Jennifer McGuire's YouTube channel, Jennifer McGuire Inc. Like you don't know who she is.
If you have trouble falling asleep tonight, it's the perfect way to knock yourself out.
That's because you have a peaceful, beautiful voice. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to kind of push it flat there. All right. So I used a little sequin for the eye. And I know it's hard to see the shimmer on there, but in real life, it does have a little shimmer because it's a sequin. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do thank you, friend. Gosh, we could do anything. How about missing you, friend? Yeah. What if I do missing you, friend, and I'll send it to you?
Send it to me. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. All right. Actually, I'm going to give this away. I'm going to give my card away tonight. You want to give one of yours away?
I will give them all away if I finish any of them.
All right. You got that, Tom?
Hey, Gina, this would look good on yours, too.
Oh, yes, yes.
Ah, that's another
That-
good example. You're happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one's good because you can, put it with the block letters. It looks great. Or you can mix it with some of the other scripty ones too.
I like it.
All right, missing you. Oh, I'm going to line it all up and not have my plate down. I'm going to use a little washi to hold this down. All right.
Oh dear. Is there a rule against heat embossing when you're live?
No,
Okay.
I do it all the time.
The heat gun won't be too noisy?
No.
So Gina, are you the best or are you amazing?
Old isn't in there.
This is her Pretty Posy stamp set. What do you guys vote for? What do you all vote for out there? You are amazing or you are the best?
My goodness.
What is Gina? Amazing or the best?
I'm seeing amazing. Oh my gosh.
She could be the amazingly best, but I don't have that. So
if you put "you are hot," it would be literal right now. I am very hot.
So am I. So am I.
All right. So there, I cut that little missing you out from our sentiment strips. This is once again from the Mixed Messages set. It's a great one to start with because it's kind of got a little variety of everything. Works great for so many different cards. And I used our little sentiment, strip sentiment die set. There is one extra one on here. It doesn't come with that many, but I found one on the floor and I put it in there. So comes with one less.
Sorry,
I know
I keep
somebody's
putting my
going to
head in
count
here,
them. Somebody's going to count them and say, I saw in the picture you had 8 or something. And I didn't get them, but it's 2 of the same. It was just laying on the floor. All right. So missing you, friend. So that's going to be the way my card looks right there. I'm going to move this down a little bit because I really like, and you did it too. We kind of both left the flower part of this die, like the biggest part of the flower showing. Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons I like the sentiment on the bottom because you can see that center of the flower still. I
agree. And they agreed too. So we're all in agreement. All 3,200 of us.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it's a good thing. See, card makers, we come together.
Yes,
I'm going to get this down here. Now I'm going to pop up my greeting and I'm going to do that with a foam square. I have some black foam squures, which work really well.
Nice. Yeah.
And I only need one for this. And what I'm going to do is, because it's a big fat foam square, I'm just going to cut it in half. And I'm going to put half on one end and half on the other.
All right. Do I need to mute before I heat gun it? Or is it okay?
Nope. Yeah,
okay,
it's fine.
I'm going to do it. Tell me if it's annoying. I'm sorry.
No.
But I think everybody here is used to that sound.
Yep. It's the sound of
good times.
Something beautiful happening. Yep. You guys all know embossing. The first time you saw embossing, weren't you just sold as a card maker? Like, oh my God, I have to do that. I don't even care if I'm making cards. I just have to do that. Yes, it's magic.
Do you know what technique got me?
What?
Resist on glossy paper.
Oh, yeah, that's spectacular too.
I was sold.
Me too. I remember doing that at a Stampin' Up party. Like, I don't know. Stampin' Up used to have this glossy paper. And I went to my first Stampin' Up party and they were doing all kinds of stuff. They did like where you walk around and you make all the different make and takes.
Yeah.
And each one was a technique, and glossy paper with resist was one of the things. Very cool. Yeah.
Sold.
Well, my card's done. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
See? But you know why mine's done? Because it's normally done in an hour, but it's one card and it took an hour, and you're going to have 3 cards.
Are we over? Oh my goodness. We're out of time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody wants to see what you're doing anyway.
I want to do the bonus technique. So I'll just wrap this up real quick. It won't take me long. All I'm doing is white heat embossing my sentiments onto the sentiment strip.
Oh, nice.
Using the best
Wow.
detail white embossing powder in all of the town.
And you know what I love is that you just threw that sentiment strip on there any which way.
Yep.
It wasn't up against anything. You didn't glue it down. You just put the magnet on there. It was on an angle.
That's called the lazy people are watching, oh my, what am I going to do method.
It was definitely yeah, go ahead.
There are a million ways you can do this. I just wanted a narrow sentiment strip because I'm putting this on top of my word you. So
yeah, so you just want it to be a little bit there. You don't want it to block out most of the word.
Right.
I still feel like this would be pretty spectacular, but you know what I want to see it over? I want to see it over black. Oh, see, that looks really cool too. Look at that.
That is
And then you
neat.
could just inlay with plain white, just little bits of white here and there.
Yes.
And I'd do the opposite. I would look at this card, and everywhere that I had color, I would leave black. And everywhere that's black on here, I would add white. So you'd get more of that striking black and color. Yeah. So
you know what else would be nice is like a white glitter cardstock.
Oh, yes. Or even a silver would be really pretty too. Oh, yeah. So pearl. Oh, now I've got a million ideas in my head. See? These plates, it never ends with the plates. Oh, I love how that greeting went on there. Oh, yes, yes. That's
I thought
perfect.
that would be fun.
So
and
cute.
Then you put them onto a white note card. You could you could do black too if you really wanted it to pop, but I don't have any black.
No, I like it on the white. I love it on the white. That is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, this was so much fun.
So I can glue those together, but can I just show you one quick bonus thing?
Absolutely.
It's super, super fast. It's the reverse of this technique.
Nobody ever wants to leave. Okay. We just want to stay forever.
I promise. Okay. So this is the reverse technique.
Why don't we put her on solo? We're going to put you on the whole screen.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
We're going to see your tape, but that's okay.
Pressure.
All right.
Pressure.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. I'm switching to this die cut because I already have it die cut, but you can use whatever die you want. I'm going to use the same colors of ink as before. Remember, last time I put the ink on my die cut. This time I'm going to put it on the background. And you want to, now don't be girly here. You want to really put some muscle into this. And it counts as exercise.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
So you can get dessert when this is all over. Okay, so I did Wild Wisteria. And notice I'm overlapping the two colors. Overlapping is good because that gives you a little bit of a blend, but the water will do the rest. And now the jelly bean green.
And there's a couple people who just got in a little bit late, and they said, who's the other person? It's Jennifer McGuire. Jennifer McGuire has a YouTube channel here on YouTube, and she makes unbelievable cards. So check out her YouTube channel.
I'm Gina's buddy.
My bestie.
She holds my hand
best
through
friend.
a lot of things. She holds my things through more things than just lives. Okay, so last time I inked this up and I sprayed this. This time I'm inking this up, the background, laying that down, and we're going to spray the plain white. Okay?
Ooh.
It's just plain white cardstock. Don't use watercolor paper. It's not as effective. I just use plain white. Put a lot of water on that. I'm going to kind of wipe it off. But you want this to be kind of soggy. Then you take this and lay it onto your inking. Wow. And then you find your cutting plate. Let's see here. So I'm running this through just like you would if you were die cutting. And it smushes it. And we're going to lift ink from the inked background onto the die cut. And then what happens is you get this light background. So it's the reverse of what we did before. Now this is wet and fragile. What I would normally do is heat set this a little bit so it dries so I don't have to worry about tearing it. But I'm not going to do that here to save time. Just carefully remove this. Now it doesn't remove, last time you ended up with 2. With this technique, you really only end up with 1, but the background is so cool.
It is. And you know what? you could cut that out with Master Layout 7 because it's the perfect
Yes.
size, and you'd get that little
Yes.
stitched edge around there too. Jennifer,
See?
that is
Look at
gorgeous.
that. So we have a few different variations of the technique. Where are my other ones? So there you go. I love that velvety look. Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely.
Your inks are perfect for this.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is so gorgeous.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna bring you to, if you want to bring your front camera up.
Yes.
It is time. And for anybody just joining us, yes, I am blessed with the best right here. I have Jennifer McGuire joining me, and tonight we both made cards using the Dahlia cover plate. And then Jennifer just showed one more bonus technique and got it done at 8 p.m. on the dot, girl. That's perfect. But we're going to go a few minutes over because we want to give away these cards.
Oh, sorry.
So I only have one card tonight to give away, but Jennifer has 3. So
I just have to glue them together and then we're good.
And you're going to glue them together. Will you take pictures and put them in our Facebook group?
I will be happy to.
Oh,
it'll
good,
probably be tomorrow because remember I'm in my pajamas.
I know you got to go to bed.
Going to bed.
Yeah, well, tomorrow definitely just share your photos because
Okay.
I know everybody will be dying to see the cards finished. And of course, as you guys know, the photos are always so much more crisp and you can see the detail that you may have missed on the live. All right, so Tom, where are you?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to show up on this. No.
No, you won't?
So,
Okay. So we'll hear Tom in the background.
Just a cheesy drum roll to get us into it.
All right, we're doing my card first.
All right, the first winner is Leslie Thompson.
Hey, Leslie!
Thompson.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Leslie! Yay! All right, so Jennifer's cards are all the same design, just different colors. Yep. So we're going to just pick 3 winners, and Jennifer, you can choose which one of the cards that you're going to give to them. Okay. All right.
The next 3 winners
yes
are Dora Chavez.
Woo, Dora.
Janice, Stacy, Ashby.
Yes, Janice.
And Jessie Hansen.
Jessie Hansen.
Oh my gosh. Jessie. Yay.
Congratulations to all of our winners. All you have to do is send your name and address to info@ginakdesigns.com and let them know whether you won my card or you won one of Jennifer's cards. We'll get your name and address over to Jennifer, and she'll get those out as soon as she's available to do that, and I will get mine out too. Let's see. So Jennifer, and I'll send you those names. Usually Sammy ends up with them and they end up on my door. So I'll get those
I'll
to
bug
you.
Sammy. I know how to get a hold of her.
All right. Well, everybody, Jennifer, I can't thank you enough for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you.
Was so much fun. And your techniques are always amazing. And you did
was right.
You did a fantastic job. We're both sweating. We're both, we're both going through our own personal weather patterns here. And make sure you check out makermeans.com to pick up your Jennifer McGuire Share Handmade Kindness shirt. And we'll have to do this again really soon. You're going to come back?
If you'll have me.
I would love to have you back.
I miss you and I love you. So it's
I
good
know
to see
I miss you and I love you so much. Yeah.
Been too long.
All right, Jennifer, thank you again for joining us. We're going to say goodnight to everybody. And we love you all so very much. Tom and I will be back on Thursday. And then we have a sale coming up on Friday. We'll tell you more about that on Thursday. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.